All right, Sean Bormet here with another 5 questions. Coming off of a split weekend at home, lost Friday night to Penn State. Nice bounce back win on Sunday against Rutgers. So, what were some of your takeaways, starting with Friday night against Penn State?
First thing, Friday night, great crowd. Really loved the energy and the atmosphere in the arena. Tough duel on 27-9, but as you really evaluate the dual meet, there were a lot of we had three very winnable matches that we were right in position to win at 157 with Will Lewan, 184 with Jaden Bullock, and Sergio Lemley at 141. So, those are three very winnable matches that we kind of let get away from us in one way or another. Key areas that we were just getting beat on, some key fundamental areas in the hand fight and just pressuring opponent, and that affects aggressiveness and attack rate, and those were things we need to flip. And we spent some time working on that going into that duel. It's just solid fundamental wrestling. It's an area we're going to keep pressing from now until we get to the postseason. But that was really, there was those three matches there. We let a couple other matches get away from us. But I thought Dylan Ragusin had a great match, kind of a wild match, and Shane Griffith was our other win. So definitely some good takeaways, but it just really reinforced the things we've already been working on and emphasizing, and some of those weights they got exposed in that duel.
All right, touch again on Sunday with Rutgers. 7 wins, a couple bonus wins, some gritty wins at the lower weights. Takeaways from that one.
Yeah, lightweights got us off to a great start. Some hard-fought wins, some hard-fought takedowns. Sergio Lemley, sort of won that match 3 times, 3 takedowns to decide it. But really it was, some of the things that we talked about and were identified again, in that Penn State duel. The guys definitely, I saw a more committed effort to address those areas in that duel on Sunday with Rutgers. Made the difference in those type matches. Much better in terms of our aggressiveness, mat control, attack rate better. When we're getting to the legs, our finishing percentage is pretty high. We gotta attack and get to the legs more often. So I thought the energy was good. I thought their attitude was great. Really good bounce back win. It's definitely an improved Rutgers team. So, coming off that Penn State on Friday night, I knew coming into Sunday, where our mindset was at, energy, the way they're approaching that dual meet was going to be really important. And lightweights definitely did a good job setting the tone.
We talked about Dylan Ragusin last week and how pleased you were with him. Then he had 2 top 10 wins this past weekend. He was, NCAA Wrestler of the Week. What do you see out of him right now that is kind of fueling some of his, confidence and success?
Really, I think it's just his overall approach. He's always been working really hard, throughout his career here, and I think he's, and he's doubling down on his work ethic this year for sure. Fine-tuning certain areas, but I think overall it's just his approach to competition. I mean, both those matches on Friday and on Sunday, they weren't perfect matches. He gave up takedowns, let guys into his legs too deep, just little mistakes, but he's wrestling so hard through everything, and he's also giving himself, a lot of opportunities to score. So even his own attack rate is making a difference, and it's why he's getting his hand raised in these hard-fought matches with these higher-ranked guys. And I think overall he's kind of settling into a great perspective on competing and really, falling in love with fierce competition more so than just winning. And that's like a key element for him. And he's been doing a great job.
I want to touch on 3 other guys, and you mentioned them too. Will Lewan, Sergio Lemley, and Jaden Bullock, all who had, just razor-thin losses against top 5 Penn State opponents, and then all bounced back with great wins, either bonus wins, ranked wins against Rutgers. So what can you say about those 3 guys?
Will was, I know he was really excited. We started off the dual meet at 157 against Penn State. He's wrestling the, number 1, number 2 ranked guy, depending on the rankings, and he was really excited. He was excited to start that. He hadn't competed since the first weekend of December at the Cliff Key in Las Vegas tournament, so he hadn't competed for a very long time. and he was really excited. He was right in that match. Obviously, over the course of those 7 minutes, he was definitely, he was not aggressive as he needed to be. He didn't give himself enough chances to score, but it's 1-1 with 16 seconds left, and, he gets hit with a stalling call, which, I find a little bit of a problem. If they would have called him for stalling with, 45 seconds left, a minute left, no problem with that stalling call, but to decide the match with 16 seconds left instead of letting the wrestlers decide it. But he was right in that match, and and Will also, when he does attack and get to the legs, he's got a high finishing percentage. So I thought he really did a nice job on Sunday. I saw him really forcing himself, pushing himself to get out of his comfort zone. 3 takedowns in that match, including one with 7-8 seconds left, where he really pushed himself to let his offense go. So I thought that was great, and we really great to get him back in the lineup. Jaden Bullock, same thing. He's wrestling, highly ranked guy at Penn State. 2 questionable calls, one for us on the edge. We don't get the takedown, one for them, and all of a sudden we're in a tight match. But Jaden Bullock is learning, and his confidence keeps soaring every time he steps on the mat to compete, because he is realizing he not only can he just compete with all these highly ranked guys, he can beat all these highly ranked guys. So as he continues to improve, he's very committed, very focused when he comes in the wrestling room on getting better and really polishing up some of his technical skills week in, week out. So really excited about him. And of course, Sergio Lemley, I mean, he had Bo Bartlett on the ropes in that match, especially down the stretch of that third period. He just made one little mistake when he was cutting him to go get another takedown for the win. Kept his legs in a little too close on that cut. Bartlett grabbed his legs, got a reversal, chewed up some time. He lost time on the clock, but man, just really excited about the way he competes and the improvement he's making week to week. That showed again on Sunday in Rutgers. If you didn't see that match, tune in. It is a wild match where, Sergio literally had, pretty much at 3 different times had, close to takedowns, but they were called takedowns, and then they got reviewed and reversed twice. So that third takedown finally finished it. But just really what he showed is just incredible composure and poise to not get rattled when those takedowns were coming off the board, staying focused on just going to get another one. So those 3 guys, definitely some standout performances over the weekend, and just excited about their progress.
All right, and we got another big one Friday night down in Columbus, 7 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. Rivalry duel, lots of ranked matchups. How excited are you for that one?
Yeah, great dual meet. I'm a lot of ranked guys on both sides, some real young guys ranked high on both sides, some veteran guys on both sides. Always great energy and intensity in the arena, whether it's in Columbus or in Ann Arbor. So excited to go down, great road trip. I know our guys are really excited, and we're entering our first weekend where we just have one competition. So I know the guys are excited to just compete once, make weight once, because we've had a couple weekends in a row where we've competed twice, traveled, made weight twice. So, but Columbus Friday night, make sure you're tuning in to the Big Ten Network. We look forward to seeing some of our diehard Wolverine fans down in the heart of Columbus, cheering on the team, and it's going to be an exciting one.
All right, Sean. Thank you, and go Blue.
Go Blue.